From the pages of Wrestling Eye, March 1990, we drop into a turbulent, exhilarating chapter in wrestling history, one where the WWF and NWA stand at war, not only in the ring, but across television ratings, locker rooms, and fan loyalty. This issue is a heavy-hitting time capsule of that conflict, opening with a fiery editorial declaring that the WWF is still number one. The writer doesn't just defend Titan Sports. He dismantles the usual complaints about low work rate, cartoon characters, and gimmick-heavy promotions. Instead, he praises the WWF's unmatched ability to entertain the casual fan. To him, the Federation's characters, Hulk Hogan, Honky Tonk Man, even the Red Rooster, aren't embarrassments, they're marketing gold. He contrasts that with the NWA's aimless identity, ripping into their failed We Wrestle campaign, the embarrassing introduction of the Ding Dongs, and Halloween Havoc's electrified steel cage, an angle so bad the WWF never even dared attempt it. Then comes a scathing commentary on the NWA's non-stop babyface and heel turns. Lex Luger, the Midnight Express, even Ric Flair himself. Fans can't tell who's who anymore. The piece closes with a warning. Unless the NWA can find a real identity and sign top-tier WWF stars, they risk permanent second place. Following the editorial barrage, we get into the features, beginning with a powerful cover story titled "The WWF Still Number One After All These Years." It walks through Titan's strategies, regional interviews to build hometown heat, character consistency across TV and live shows, and a laser focus on delivering drama over technique. This piece makes it clear, while the NWA plays catch-up, Vince McMahon continues crafting an empire. Next, the spotlight turns to Lex Luger versus Tommy Rich, one of the more underrated feuds of the era. The article chronicles Rich's quest to climb back to the top, challenging Luger across cities like Syracuse and Rochester. The matches are stiff, brutal, and controversial. Luger constantly uses ropes, trunks, and low blows to secure tainted victories. Rich, once seen as washed up, proves he's still got fire left in his belly, calling on elbow strikes, spinning toe holds, and top rope rallies to push Luger to the brink. It's a classic underdog story wrapped in real animosity. Then comes a sweeping feature titled "The History of the NWA," which begins all the way back in 1905 with Frank Gotch and takes us on a journey through Lou Thesz, Dory and Terry Funk, Jack Briscoe, Harley Race, and finally Ric Flair. Every era is laid out in detail. Dick Chicotte's title claim, Bronco Nagurski's reigns, Orville Brown's tragic car accident, and the rise of Flair in 1981. We learn about double crosses, disputed decisions, and unsanctioned title changes, all forming the rich tapestry that makes the NWA legacy unmatched, even if the present-day product was struggling. The article doesn't shy away from Flair's dominance and acknowledges that no one else, even Terry Funk or Sting, has quite filled the void when Flair isn't holding the gold. This segues perfectly into East Meets West, Sting versus the Great Muta. It's an explosive, emotionally charged piece, chronicling their rivalry from its fiery beginnings through brutal brawls in cities like Baltimore and Buffalo. This isn't just about a title. It's about pride, betrayal, and philosophy. Sting, the blonde-haired golden boy, represents American charisma and tenacity, while Muta, guided by the sinister Gary Hart, is all mystique, mist, and martial arts precision. Their feud escalates quickly, the green mist blinding Missy Hyatt, backstage assaults, and chaotic brawls spilling into locker rooms. They battle in a Thunderdome match, but even an electrified cage can't contain their hatred. Sting wants honor. Muta wants conquest, and Gary Hart wants Sting humiliated. It's among the best storytelling of the era. The magazine shifts gears to the Midnight Express, riding the solo tracks, covering the implosion of one of the greatest tag teams in wrestling. Jim Cornette, once the glue holding Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane together, is now splitting his time between his original team and the Dynamic Dudes. Jealousy brews, resentment festers, and soon, it's every man for himself. We get candid quotes from Cornette and both Midnight members, with Eaton expressing disappointment and Lane furious at being sidelined. Their final clashes in the ring are emotional and stiff, blending real-life tension with in-ring storytelling. Then comes a humanizing piece, the personal side of Eddie Gilbert. Far from just hot stuff, Gilbert is presented as a creative genius, a wrestler who mentored Sting and Scott Steiner, and a man with a dream, resurrecting the junior heavyweight division so lighter talents can thrive. He's candid about being overlooked in the booking office and reflects on how he and Tommy Rich bonded over country music and the love of the road. He even recounts beating the Cuban assassin with a dropkick and a small package in a match that proved he still belonged in the spotlight. From there, we enter the mind of Manny, the Raging Bull Fernandez, in a tell-all interview that pulls no punches. He's done being nice. He claims Dusty Rhodes took all the credit while he did the heavy lifting. He admits to taking Paul Jones' money to smash Jimmy Valiant with a briefcase. He boasts about suplexing Abdullah the Butcher 5 times, and he warns the wrestling world. He's still here, still dangerous, and he's not kissing anyone's ass. Fernandez, blunt as ever, isn't asking for respect. He's demanding it. The pinup section is packed with iconic names and visuals. Full-color spreads feature the Warlord, Dino Bravo, Hercules, Curt Hennig, Chris Adams, and even Honky Tonk Man. We also get a 2-page 1990 All-Star color calendar with featured months and wrestler portraits that turn the magazine into a collector's item. The ads are pure time capsule gold, a subscription promo for Wrestling Fury, mail-in orders for WOW, Women of Wrestling with cage matches and mud wrestling pinups, and exclusive Brutus Beefcake posters. There's even a plug for a Hotline and back issue catalog, promising fans the latest on Ric Flair, Sting, Hulk Hogan, and more for a small fee and a stamped envelope. As the magazine winds down, the Phantom of the Ring column continues its mysterious legacy, while the official ratings pit WWF and NWA stars side by side, offering readers a unique cross-promotional perspective. There's also an earnest fan club column and dozens of photos peppered throughout, many capturing moments from house shows and regional events rarely seen in modern wrestling media. If you were a wrestling fan in March of 1990, this issue of Wrestling Eye hit you like a piledriver. It captured the chaotic energy of a shifting industry, told stories that mattered, and pulled you into a world where Sting and Muta couldn't coexist, where Flair was king, and where someone like Eddie Gilbert could still dream of toppling giants. So if this trip back through blood, sweat, and kayfabe made your heart race, then do what every wrestling fan knows by now. Like, share, and subscribe. Because every day, we bring you the drama, the detail, and the danger from the pages.